When you think of Onimusha, you probably remember Samanosuke Akechi, the Sengoku era, the iconic Is encounter, or maybe even the ominous Oni Gauntlet. Well, during Gamescom 2025, we got the chance to try out Onimusha Way of the Sword on PS5, and honestly, it really feels like the series is back. So, let's dive right in.
Hey, this is Sean from Gamer Braves. It's been 8 years since we established Gamer Braves channel. We went to a lot of overseas game conference. We did a lot of exclusive interview with a lot of prominent figures from the industry, Ryuzo Sugimoto, Sean Layden, and even Yagu. One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel. Support like this will actually gives us motivation and pushes us to produce better content. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
The demo lasted around 25 minutes, leading us through a foreboding Kiyomizu Temple and straight into a boss fight with none other than Sasaki Kojiro. But here's the twist, the protagonist this time isn't Samanosuke, but instead you play as Miyamoto Musashi. Yes, the legendary swordsman, modeled after actor Toshiro Mifune. Musashi adds a surprisingly light edge to the otherwise grim tone with witty lines and expressive gestures. But don't mistake that for a lack of seriousness. His swordplay still feels every bit as weighty and dignified as a true master of the blade. Right away, the combat feels smooth and fluid. Light and heavy attacks are easy to distinguish, and switching between one-handed swords and two-handed blades gives you plenty of strategic options. However, this isn't a Souls-like, it leans more towards action RPG. Timing your Isen parries or landing a perfect counter delivers that same satisfying, powerful payoff fans will remember. Enemies in the game drop colored souls, red for experience, yellow for health, and blue for special skills. Classic Onimusha with a modern polish. Alongside that, you've got consumables for defense and healing scattered along your path. But one of the most interesting mechanics is the guard gauge. Both you and the enemies have one, and once it's drained, you stagger and open yourself up to being punished. On the flip side, however, enemies can be staggered as well, leaving them vulnerable to executions. Boss fights take this a step further. Sasaki, for example, forces you to target specific execution points for a kill. Enemy variety keeps you on your toes. Gemma troops, archers, and specialized units that make you think carefully about spacing and parry timing. It's more about forcing you to react with precision as opposed to overwhelming you with numbers. Going back to Sasaki Kojiro, the boss fight was brutal. We died 3 times early on because our instinct was to roll backwards, only to get caught by his vertical slash or heavy kick. It's clearly designed to punish all habits, and once we adapted, breaking through his guard and landing those counters felt incredible. One of the most memorable moments of the demo, hands down. Visually, the game is stunning. Kyoto, twisted by malice, drips with gloom and atmosphere. The temple shrouded in shadows, the visceral clash of steel and blood, every strike feels weighty. Musashi's character model is beautifully detailed, and his animations carry power in every swing. On top of that, the Oni's eye mechanic encourages exploration, blending dark mystery with historical settings in a way that feels seamless. From what we played, Onimusha Way of the Sword feels both nostalgic and fresh. The parries, the executions, the boss duels, it's all incredibly satisfying. And with the atmospheric visuals and layered combat systems, it really feels like Capcom is bringing back the series in a big way. The game is set to launch sometime in 2026, and after this demo, our anticipations are already sky high. The only question is, when the game finally drops, will you be ready to face the demons of Kyoto once again? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more previews like this. And we'll catch you in the next one.